Hello and welcome back to another Rory news video, and today we're going to be doing the news for this week, so let's get straight into it. Now, if you remember back earlier in the year, and I did not cover this, but Malaysia Airlines said they would be cutting some of their flight scheduling for this year, and this being down to just the lack of aircraft they had in the fleet. But now the struggles of taking on these new aircraft are starting to emerge, and this is shown as Malaysia Airlines cutting 20% of their capacity until December 2024, with this being due to aircraft delays. Now, because Malaysia Airlines fleet is not a particularly massive fleet, some of their aircraft, like their A330s, have to remain, let's say, in shape, so they have to somewhat do a little bit of cannibalising of their aircraft to keep the current fleet of aircraft maintainable until they can get their new set of aircraft. And the reason for potentially cannibalising planes or taking parts of other aircraft that might not be used for a while, or just straight up cannibalising them, is because of course, the supply chain issues and maybe getting spare engines for, let's say, their A330 fleet, so they have to maybe use an aircraft of another A330 to get, as say, a spare engine for another A330. But according to Malaysia Airlines or sources, that 3 A350s and some A330s are in storage. These are probably aircraft that could potentially be cannibalised to keep the other fleet of their A330s and A350s airworthy, because these are pretty much the backbone of the Malaysia Airlines fleet. So this is definitely some shocking and sad news coming out of Malaysia Airlines. And now moving on next to Alaska Airlines, and Alaska Airlines have finally been approved to have their merger with Hawaiian Airlines. Now, this comes a short while after Alaska Airlines said they would be planning to merge with Hawaiian Airlines to probably get us a better position in the Hawaiian market. Now, for me especially, it was again a little bit weird that the fact that when I first heard about this merger, it was surprising the fact that they would be taking over again an Airbus heavy carrier, but now it's proved that the Hawaiian fleet will not be going into the Alaska fleet, and that unlike Virgin America, Hawaiian Airlines will remain its own airline, but will have a code share and probably many more agreements with Alaska Airlines. So them pretty much becoming a unified airline together, but will still have their own flights and routes. But it might mean Alaska Airlines might be able to sneak their way into the Alaskan market. So with this merger being approved, it just shows you that Alaska Airlines is becoming somewhat of a mainstream airlines to some extent, after it's now taken over its second airline. But the Hawaiian lady will not be removed from our skies.